The truth.
Centuries ago, before the rule of Shao Kahn, Outworld was controlled by Onaga, the Dragon King. Recently, Onaga has found his way back to Outworld and is attempting to reclaim his former empire by any means necessary.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. I hope y'all like that little intro I did for the Dragon King Onaga, since I've been talking about him for the past 2 videos. Now, I'm sorry guys, for the past couple days I ain't been putting nothing up. You know, y'all got a video Saturday, I believe, if I can remember. A lot of stuff's been going on since Saturday, but I'm trying to make this more frequent. Kind of stumble on my words today. But this upcoming month's gonna be a little bit, I'm gonna try to put out videos as much as I can, but my work schedule has been flip-flopping, so hopefully I can, put out some videos for you guys. But that's gonna be a separate video from this one to tell y'all how this month of March and videos is gonna be about, because I have a list of stuff. But right now we're gonna get back to this part 3 of what Mortal Kombat 11 should be like, how I want it to be like, how I think it should be like. There's one more video after this, guys, so if y'all tired of hearing more about Mortal Kombat, I'm sorry, but like I said, this is one of my favorite video games that I've grown up playing, so y'all got to bear with me on this one. So last time I talked about the main antagonist, who it should be like centered around, and who I believe should be the main villain, who's gonna cause all the crap and all the bullshit that's gonna be happening in this game. Like I said, you gonna have Raiden, you gonna have Liu Kang, you gonna have Katana, them 3, because all 3 of them are pretty much corrupted. 2 are revenants, which is another way of saying undead, and Raiden's corrupted because of the Jinsei, because of the fact that Shinnok got into the life source of Earth, and he tried to corrupt it and tried to make it into something that he wanted it to be. But after the Earth Realm defenders defeated him and all this stuff, Raiden got into the Jinsei and cleansed himself. If you haven't seen it or played Mortal Kombat X, this game's been out for a hot minute. How come you haven't played it yet? They got the original MKX and they got MKX XL. So what you waiting for? Go pick that game up. I'm pretty sure it's like $20 now. Go pick that game up. It's actually pretty good. So like I said, they're pretty much gonna pick up from what the rare game started. Now y'all asking, where does the Dragon King come in and all this? Dragon King's gonna be like, he gonna come at like the middle of the game. What it is like, where the climax of the battle between Liu Kang and Katana's forces against Earthrealm forces and Raiden. Raiden probably went and got himself, the most savages, the most cool, like dopest Mortal Kombat characters. Probably most of the new guys are probably gonna be on Team Raiden because of the fact that Raiden probably trained them. You might see Johnny Cage, you might see Sonya Blade in the game. I hope they retire and just let Cassie Cage and the new guys take over, but most likely you will see them. So it's gonna be Liu Kang and his forces, Johnny Cage, Cassie Cage and her group again in this fight, and Raiden with his people. So it's gonna be like a triple threat with 3 teams fighting against each other. And as the final battle between the 3 is about to come to a climax, that's when the Dragon King, returns. Then of course, when he shows up and he does what he has to do, they probably got an amulet. He's trying to come back and get something. The amulet that Shinnok had, yeah. The one that amulet that I'm tripping over my words today, guys. I'm sorry. The amulet that Shinnok had, they're probably fighting for that, because that's the same amulet that he came back for in Deception. And Raiden has it. So, he telling Raiden, you have something of mine, and I'm here to take it back. And he's going to sit there and try to, you probably got to use Raiden to fight off Dragon King, but you're going to end up losing regardless. Then he takes his amulet back, He said he's gonna become that one being that's power, whose power that cannot be matched, and he's gonna rule over all realms. You know, Earth realm, Nether realm, Outworld, Edenia, Order realm, Chaos realm, and I guess there's more realms after that. So once he gets that, now you know he is the main antagonist. So you know you will be fighting him at the end. But really, at the very, very end, they might throw you a curveball. Hopefully they do. Everybody loves, you know, a plot twist. I mean, I do. It gives you more, you know, interested in the game as it, you know, progresses. So Dragon King, everybody gonna be thinking that, you know, okay, we're pretty much at the end of the game. We think that, you know, that these three teams fighting each other. Then, you know, the Onaga comes out of nowhere, like the rated R superstar Edge, you know, cashing in his money in the bank and getting this amulet and becoming more powerful, because, you know, he's just resurrected because the Dragon King was originally dead. But what people don't find out is, after this little chapter where all teams fail because they come to find out that the Dragon King's alive and he beats everybody, then they give you a little backstory on, okay, how did he get resurrected, who watched over this, who caused this to happen. So if you didn't play Deadly Alliance, if you go play it, pick Reptile, go through the arcade ladder, get all the way to the end and get his ending. Because pretty much Reptile's ending is he goes to this little lava cavern and he sees an egg, and while he's down there he fights this vampire named Natara. She's in Deadly Alliance, and that's the only game she's been in besides Armageddon, so she's really not a mainstay character. She was just trying to find her way home, and he smelled her scent down there because he was following her, and he turns around and he sees this egg that's just glowing with just unspeakable power. You know, it was probably, if he had, you know, anybody could sense it, but for some reason nobody in the world, in our world, Nether realm, nobody knew about this egg. And Reptile came across it, and it was just overflowing with energy. Then the egg started to hatch, and the beam of energy hit Reptile and transformed his body into what Onaga was in Deception and Armageddon. That's what he was. He transformed Reptile's body. He took host of Reptile's body and became Onaga. So technically, Onaga transformed into what he is that you see in the games. He just used Reptile's body and just transformed it. So with that saying, I thought that was pretty dope. But we're going to change that up a little bit because of the fact that Reptile really didn't have no allegiance to anybody in the game in Deadly Alliance. But in Mortal Kombat X, he was affiliated with Kotal Khan, and I don't think he's going to leave his side unless he finds out about, yo, somebody 10 times as stronger. The original king of our world is here to reclaim his throne, which is Onaga, the Dragon King. So what I'm thinking is going on is probably a new character is going to be watching over the egg. It's usually supposed to be Blaze. You could probably introduce Blaze with a new look, but I really don't want to see Blaze. Blaze was pretty much not a good character to me. I felt like they just lazily put him together. It's pretty much the Human Torch. It just looks so lazy to me. And when they made him a final boss in Armageddon, and the way they made him look in Armageddon, I'm like, it's still kind of lazy to me. Y'all could have did more with this guy, but I felt like they just rushed this shit and just like, hey, here's the final boss for the next game. When it should have been that one being they're talking about that holds all the power to everything. But then again, you know, excuse me. Ooh, man. Getting a little cold, guys. Getting a little cold. But other than that, I feel like, you know, there should be more to a villain to video games than what Blaze was. And Blaze he was just forgettable. Like when I look up videos from Armageddon, I forget, oh yeah, he was the villain. There was so many other people that could have took his spot, but yet they made them playable characters, which was cool. We was okay with that. But making Blaze the final boss, nah, man. I wasn't messing with that. That wasn't cool. He was just not a really memorable character. But the Dragon King is, though. Now, I'm not just sitting there saying all this because, you know, he's a friggin' like half human, half dragon. Like, well, he's all dragon, not nowhere human. But, you know, I mean, his feet, he doesn't really have many moves either. But it's just a nice thing to throw back in the game because, I mean, he is hinted to a lot throughout all the other games, and I don't think they really spoke about him in the games, but I felt like either he can be a villain, like a main antagonist, or what my next video is going to cover is the Elder Gods, because the Elder Gods are probably the most selfish people that you've ever met if you hear their backstory, because their backstory is just, it has you sitting there like, what the hell, like, why are y'all even called gods if y'all not gonna do what a god is supposed to do? But that's for the next video, because for the reason the Elder Gods don't play their role is the reason why we got a Shao Kahn. The reason why they don't do their job. They can't do their jobs right to the point to where you have Shao Kahn, you have Shinnok, you have the reason why so many Mortal Kombat characters died. Hell, they're the reason why Mortal Kombat is around in the first place, because they felt like this is the way to calm down every realm. Instead of breaking out with war, they decide, hey, we're gonna, have a little tournament where, it's like purging pretty much. And that's how I see it. Instead of y'all killing each other, going over there trying to rule each other's realms and stuff, how about we just throw Mortal Kombat out there and y'all can just kill each other like that? Man, at the end of the day, we have a winner, we have a champion, and that's not really much we can say for this dude besides you're the champion. So yeah, you killed everybody in this tournament, so yeah, go home, and yeah, they don't give you nothing. These guys are really selfish. They don't want nothing to do to the affairs of they don't want nothing to do with what's going on. So when Shao Kahn was trying to, overtake our world and stuff, what were they doing? They was just chilling. Same thing with Shinnok, same thing with the Dragon King. The only time they felt like it was the right thing to do is when they made Armageddon. Because Armageddon was their way of saying, okay, these beings have gotten too powerful to the point they can rival and they can actually go against an Elder God. When they found that out, they were like, no. But I'm going into detail about these guys because that's the next video. But with this video, I feel like Dragon King will play a role to the point to where I feel like the story's gonna get too good to the point to where, hey, we're gonna end the story here, guys. So y'all ain't gotta ask us if there's gonna be Mortal Kombat 12, because it's gonna be a 12th one if the story is good enough to where they can actually go on with another one. But other than that, I feel like he should be the main antagonist, and they shouldn't kill him off. They should give him, like, let him be defeated, let him be weakened, but bring him back to the final battle to where, like, okay, Mortal Kombat 12 would be like Armageddon, but not Armageddon. He's gonna find out about Blaze. He's gonna find out that, hey, if I beat him, I can get that god-like power that I really wanted. And all I gotta do is kill these two guys, Taven and Dagon, and I could be god over everything. And once he gets that, then he'll be perfectly fine. But that's more than what I can get. That's more I can think of at the moment. Because at this point, like I said a lot of stuff. That's pretty much 4 antagonists in this game. Some people might think that that's kind of a lot, but if you put them in a right spot and they play their right role, like I said, it's like right now the movie. They play their role the right way, the story could be good. It won't be all over the place like most games. Like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the story was all over the place. It made no sense at all whatsoever. Now, once I go look at these 3 games, Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon, some of the story does not make sense at all. Some parts do, some parts don't. Like with Deadly Alliance, we don't know who really all died. We do know that Liu Kang died because he was in the intro, but we really don't know for sure who lived, who died. Deception, same thing. Armageddon, same thing. The conquest modes really don't tell us a lot. We do know Shujinko brought back the Dragon King because the Dragon King, fooled him into get on the Kamidoko so he can be brought back to life. That's why the game is called Deception. And Armageddon was pretty much Armageddon. And Deadly Alliance was because of the fact Quan Chi and Shang Tsung got together and they made the Deadly Alliance. So each game had a meaning behind it. But guys, this is the end of the video, and like I said, hopefully this weekend I can give y'all some stuff. I've been working on a lot of things, and I hope that I can get this stuff out to you guys, because I'm really, like I said, I have a lot of fun making these videos. And my content is going to get better and better. I found some new software that's going to make my stuff like 10 times better. As each video comes out, you will see that it'll be updated more. You'll see more content being thrown in there. You'll see that my mic is getting better. You know, each video is more better content. So I hope you guys enjoy, you know, support it. Like, comment, share. I really want y'all to share this with everybody, because like at the end of the day, we YouTubers, we have a lot of fun with this, but we do like to see our numbers go up, and that does bring joy to my heart to see all the numbers. Well, other than that, guys, I'll catch y'all later. Hope you be blessed, and you know, stay cool, I guess. I haven't came up with no outro to say to y'all guys, but I'll come up with something soon. But other than that, peace.
Moonlight disrupt the day.